welcome back to another video. So, a little while ago, I made a video reading some of the spooky story times you guys gave me, and I'm going to be reading some more of them in this video. So, I hope you all enjoy. Let's start with some stories from Kitten Wing. There's two stories. One of them is fake, one of them is real. Let's start with the fake one. I logged on to Animal Jam and decided to go say hi to my buddy. I went to her den and asked her how she was. She didn't respond, so I waited for her to come back from being AFK. A guest jammer came into the den. At the time, I didn't think it was strange. Guest jammers came to other jammers' dens all the time. I said hello to them, and they didn't reply either. All of a sudden, my buddy's items came off her animal and she crashed. I thought it was just a bug. I told the guest she would be right back. But then the guest jammer equipped her spike, flower crown, and airplane wings. I was really freaking out now. I asked him if he was a hacker, and he said, yes, in fact, I have hacked your buddy, and now her account is in my hands. It was terrifying. The guest jammer was obviously a guest jammer, and they can't type, only use bubble chat. The chat filter wouldn't even let you type that, guest jammer or not. I was so scared. I thought I would never see my buddy again. But then my music sped up until it was a high-pitched ringing. My game then crashed, and I was brought to the login screen, or make an account screen. I typed in my username and password, and it came up with a warning, saying that the account is no longer safe. I tried to close Animal Jam, but it didn't work. It was the end of Animal Jam. I had to get a new computer, because Animal Jam would never close. That is a really creative story. I really like it. That was terrifying. That was really scary. Oh my gosh, that was so good. And next they have a real one as well. I was on my computer and my iPad. Don't ask why I feel the need to do that. Sorry, I can't talk. It's like 10 o'clock at night. Yeah, I won't ask because I get that feeling sometimes too. Sometimes I'll be sitting on my bed, playing on my main account on my phone, playing on my spare account on my iPad, and then like making a video or something on my laptop, or playing Roblox or something. Like, yeah, it happens to me all the time. Actually something I like to do a lot is like, I'll put up like a story time video or a discussion video or something, or a video with not very many graphics, I guess like this one, kind of, and I'll just put that up on my phone and put it to the side, and then I'll get my laptop, and I'll just, like, play Roblox Cotton Tower or something, like, while I'm listening to it, and it's really nice. It's really fun. I really like to do that a lot, so, yeah, I understand. I completely understand. You are not the only one. And someone was hosting a drop. Nice. I went there, and someone said not to go to Pumpkin Lantern's drops. I was confused why they told us that. But then in another server, at the same time, there was another drop. Nice, double drops. That is a genius idea. Go to a drop on your main account, and then also go to the drop on your spare account. Oh my gosh, that's genius. You're an absolute genius. Though drops dens usually get pretty full very quickly, and I don't know if I'd want to take up someone else's spot in the drop, but I don't know, that's still a pretty good idea. If it was just like in the pillow room or something, like, that's genius. They were both real drops. I looked at the drop I'd just come to. A jammer there looked familiar. It was Pumpkin Lantern. I was a bit freaked out. The drop Pumpkin Lantern was in, I think their user was Zoru? I don't know if I'm saying that right. I don't remember, but then I looked on my iPad. It said Zoru's den, but they were totally different dens. This was super weird and confusing. Like, what are the odds of that happening? It was a really strange coincidence. Now whenever I search Pumpkin Lantern, it says they can't be found. It could be them not getting the update yet. On AJ's Instagram, it says people without the update can't see people that have the update. That is true. It really sucks. Like, you want to click on your buddy to hang out with them, it'll be like, this jammer's information isn't available. Like, why can't AJ just update at the same time? Like, as different time zones. But maybe they were banned or quit. I have no idea. And the jammer that told us to avoid them didn't tell us why. That's really, really odd. That's kind of scary. It's mostly just kind of weird. Like, I don't know. That's a really weird situation. I mean, that would creep me out. This next one is from Clovem26AJ. They said, this is one of my stories. I think this is a real story, by the way. One time, me and my buddy were just in Jamont Township. Everything was normal. People trading, new jammers begging for pets, all that jazz. I love that. You know, just the normal stuff going on in Animal Jam. I mean, it's true. It's true. It's absolutely true. Like, it seems like Animal Jam is just like a trading center nowadays. And, yeah. Let's see. Anyways, me and my buddy were talking about stuff. This was in 2017. Wow, you've been playing for a long time. That was like 3 years before me. So I can't remember what we were talking about. This random new jammer came up to me and my buddy. It was silent, so we thought nothing of it. So we continued talking. This new jammer starts to say disturbing things. It says, "I'm watching you." As my dumb 6-year-old self, I looked outside. This was at 12 a.m., so I could barely see anything going on outside. I started to freak out because I thought something was watching me, so I said, "No, you're not." And then me and my buddy's account got logged out. I logged back in, and guess what? Me and my buddy got hacked. That is absolutely horrifying. I mean, if that was me, especially at 6 years old, OMG, I would be freaking out. That is so terrifying. Oh my gosh. And the fact that you and your buddy actually got hacked after that. Oh, that's so creepy. The next one is from Jocelyn Steenberg. I hope I'm saying that right. One day, 2 buddies were hanging out in Mood Moose Den, Karen, LOL, and I. But all of a sudden, everyone left the den at once. Karen, LOL, and I assumed that it was a glitch because this had never happened to us before. But then right before our eyes, F-Man, one of Animal Jam's most known hackers, appeared in the den along with multiple other jammers dressed as F-Man. We began to feel like something suspicious was going on, so I jabbed Karen, LOL. "Hurry, we have to leave this den, they're hackers." Karen, LOL, and I went to my den, and we both turned off our trades, game requests, buddy requests, and locked our dens to buddies only, but somehow the group of hackers got in my den. As I was tapping the button to go to Karen, LOL's den, I got kicked out of my account, and when I came back on the game, I didn't have my items, and Karen, LOL was never seen again. Just so you know, this is not a real story, and I'd really appreciate to have it in the video. Thanks. Alright, well, that is a really, really good story, even if it's made up. That's really creepy. It's getting me in the, I keep wanting to say Jamalidays, in the, what's the Animal Jam Halloween called? Night of the Phantoms. Night of the Phantoms. It's getting me into the Night of the Phantoms spirit, guys. The next one is from Shrimp Soda the Flat Pack. Again, like, I hope I'm saying this all right. So this one is also made up as well. It was a normal day in Animal Jam Classic, and the biggest thing at that time was the hacker known as Wretched Jungle. Only the bravest people dared to go to his den, and when they did, they were never seen again. I was hanging out with my friends, and we decided to play Truth or Dare. As a daring kind of person, I always picked Dare. When I play Truth or Dare, I haven't played Truth or Dare in a really long time, but whenever I do, I'm always way too scared to pick Dare. I always go with Truth. So they picked Dare, and my friends were kind of into creepypastas, and they knew I was terrified of the creepypastas. I'm into creepypastas too. I think they're really fun. One of my friends, Love Kitty, aka Kitty, asked me Truth or Dare, so I chose Dare. Kitty then gave me the dare, go to Wretched Jungle's den. I was terrified, not wanting to ruin my reputation, I went. I then turned to Wretched's look, and got trapped in his den forever. That is also a really, really spooky story. Wretched Jungle is one of the most known hackers, and so it's really creative how you use that in your story, kind of. I really like it. Next up, we have a story from Blossom Famous Joy AJ. Again, I hope I'm pronouncing that all right. It all started when I had a spiked wristband and an idea. I think I'm going to host a fashion show, I said to myself. So I advertised and blah, blah, blah. Got a good amount of people, and by the time I had like 4 or 5 people left, this new jammer came into my den and was completely black with white X eyes, and it sat there for 5 minutes straight without chatting or moving. Suddenly, another came into my den, then another, then another. 4 creepy animals that were all new jammers sat there for the next 10 minutes and all left my den at the same time. I don't know about you guys, but that terrified me when they all came in. If you guys haven't seen one of my more recent videos, something like that actually happened to me. I will link it right now. You guys should go check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, I knew they were trollers. These people, these new jammers, were most likely trollers. But that is still really creepy. It still kind of freaked me out a little bit. It was mostly just funny, but yeah, it was kind of scary. So yeah, that's a really good story. I've heard of things like that happening a lot. I don't really know why it happens, but yeah, that's a really good story. Next up, we have one from Mel the dog, and they actually have 2 stories, but I'm just going to read the first one for the sake of time. And they said this was a dream that they had, actually. One time I had a dream. I randomly locked my den, but then immediately 10 people joined my den right after I'd locked. I came into my den wondering how they did that, and then realized my den had turned into a beginner den, the first den you get when you create an account. And it only had a shop in it, a purple shop. Everyone was checking out the shop without saying one word, but then I heard a voice saying, "Open the shop." I was very scared, but I opened it. I saw 2 items very fast, maybe for half a second. The items didn't have time to load, so I didn't see what they looked like. And I don't remember their names because I saw them too quick to read. Then I immediately got kicked out of my own den, and I realized that I was at Villa Jama, I think is what that says. And I was a default color wolf. I was laid down, so I tried to move. I wasn't moving even though I was trying to. I had this dream 2 times, both identical but with a creepy detail. The first dream had a purple shop and the other dream had an orange shop, both the colors of my shops. Okay, that's actually a really, really interesting story, especially because it's a dream, and I love hearing about interesting dreams that people have had, because I myself have a lot of weird dreams, and I just find it really fun to hear about all the other weird dreams that people have, and that's really cool. And I love the detail that they had the dream twice, and in each dream the shop was a different color, but they were the 2 colors of the shops they actually have. That's just really crazy. I really like that story. Okay, and the last one I'm going to read is from Minty. Please don't be upset if I didn't read your story in this video. I actually got a lot of stories. Probably, I don't even know, probably around 30 or something. And so I tried to read as many stories as I could from you guys in the part 1 of this video and also this video, but I wasn't able to get to all of them, so I'm really sorry if I didn't get to yours. I might do a part 3, I probably won't, but I might. So anyways, this is the last one from Minty, and this is a person that gave me the idea to do this video with their comment. So here we go. They said, this happened to me twice. Like 5, 7 people came in my den. And this was back when I didn't have chat because I was too young. My friend I know in real life said I should unlock. People will love my parkour. Oh, you make parkour? That's really cool. I used to play a lot of parkour in Animal Jam. And I had a friend that made a lot of parkour, and so I started making my own parkour, and they were never really good, but they were pretty fun. Yeah, parkour is really fun. I love Animal Jam parkour, so that's really cool that you make some as well. I went to play Falling Phantoms, and I get a notification from Animal Jam saying, "Hey Jammer, you have a daily den visitor." I thought it was a friend as I continued my game. I was really confused, walking into Jammers saying very odd stuff. I was scared as an 8-year-old probably is and locked them out. I can't remember if that was the first time or the second, but I called my friend and she said I didn't invite anyone. I was eating lunch. I believe her to this day. She wouldn't lie to me, and it's a FaceTime. She was scared. Next one, I don't know if this is how I got hacked, but I believe so. It was Easter. Yay, hooray! And I went on an Animal Jam. At the time I was a member, so I went to collect... Okay, I can't talk, I'm sorry. I went to collect my pack loot, and also I had a channel that's now called Foxlets AJ. I'm locked out though. I'm really sorry about that. It was called Sunshine the Little Red Panda. I happened to have a screen recorder at this time, but I didn't know how to save it to photos. I was also camping. A yellow spiral was next to the chest. I walked through it several times, nothing happening. 20 minutes pass, and I get logged out. Thinking the worst, I scream, "Daddy, I'm getting hacked! Disable my account!" He does. I make a video about it, and I stay off Animal Jam. Leaving the camping site, I talk to my old friend, Lucy J4299. She comes up to me and says, "Hey, I got your dream item, Firefly Friend." I reply, my dream item is not a Firefly Friend. When did I tell you that? She said, "I saw you today in the Sapphire shop, saying, trade me if you have a Firefly Friend. It's my dream item." I shake. Wait, so it was not a glitch? Me being my cringe self back then. I go nuts, and started looking through my items. I don't know what got taken, but they took my pink pet flower crown. This was sadly my favorite pet item. So I asked, what animal was I? Lucy replies, "The one you're right now, Arctic wolf." This being that I did not have an Arctic wolf. Dumbly, I thought nothing of it. I don't remember that, but okay. 3 months later, and to this day, I get logged out and return as a wolf. I'm really not sure what to do. If you want proof, I can try and find some. Feel free to ask my brother. I will have him straight up video camera. So, anyways, yeah, I don't need proof. That was a really cool story, and I believe you that happened. You know, hackers on Animal Jam are pretty crazy, and I'm really sorry that happened to you, because that is absolutely terrifying. I mean, and the fact that to this day you sometimes get logged out still and come back as that wolf. I mean, you should change your password. You've probably already changed your password, but I would maybe just keep changing your password every other week or so, just to be safe. But that is, and turn on two-step verification if you don't already. So, but that is really, really scary, and I'm really sorry about that. That's really crazy. But that is an amazing story. Thank you for sharing it with me, and thank you. That was a comment that gave me the idea to actually make a video reading your guys' scary story times. And I mean, it's not my idea. People have done it before, but that was the comment that made me decide that I wanted to do a video on it. So thank you so much, Minty, and thank you to everybody who commented some spooky stories. Again, I'm so sorry if I didn't read yours. Please don't get mad at me. I really tried to read everybody's, but I just couldn't get to it for the sake of time. So anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!